What's up guys, Hades here. Open Arena is back with a new season and the meta has completely shifted from the last time I made a video about this. I want to keep you guys up to date and show you a little bit about the new meta and just what's changed. So if you look at the ranking here, you're going to notice there are no holy players at the top. That's because there's a new build in town and it is Shadow Fufei, and I'm going to show you guys that team just so you can stay up to date. And if you want to copy this or do something similar to it, you totally can. We're on day one, so I'm still in the experimental phase, but it's pretty much Tamaris, Fufei, Bjorn, and Tutankhamun. Pretty much Fear with his ultimate is just like the ultimate carry at the moment, and then just the combination of Fufei, the healing, the denial of low-key, and all of those aspects together kind of just make it work. I've been experimenting with a few things. I'm not sure if Weakening Curse is the best option. I'm fairly certain it's not. I've lost a good amount of matches. I believe Malice is better here because there's so many fire teams that are running the high crit with the Siondiok, and those are very powerful into you. Your third march isn't that important. It could be thunder, it could be wind, it could be a few options. I've seen most do fire thunder just because they are pretty guaranteed to do some damage. But let's dive into some replays. All the data and all the things you need to know are in replays. I ended the night yesterday at like 15, and it's here in the morning for me, and I woke up at 9, so I got some defense wins, quite a few actually. I actually didn't get very many attack wins, which was a little bit surprising. But when you look at anyone in the top, they're all running it. Every loss I have, I can guarantee you it's a Fufei Shadow. And when I find a good one, I will watch a good one. A few defeats here. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, perfect. He's full HP and I'm full HP defending. He is using Tier, Demonic, and Spear, a little bit higher damage. I went with a little bit more defense on the Fighting Master. He's going with Oak. I have the Curse. Same thing on the back. Pretty close. He has Wine and Dine, which I don't, which might be a little bit better. A lot of people are using it. I haven't been. We'll see what happens here. Now, Tutankhamun's an interesting hero because not a lot of people have Max Shadow. The best build in the game in normal PvP is Holy, and it's Holy with Chaos with a Poseidon carry, and so there's not a lot of Tutankhamun builds. You can see right off the start here, I built quite a bit of a lead. I got the Silence, he got the Fear. My Tutankhamun is full HP, and so is his, and then I take a big damage. And take a look at the HP. This hero is very unknown until recently, but he heals a lot, and you'll see those big heals. Those are when he hits the same target. Sadly, there is no option for Himiko in this rotation. That's one of the balances they have. Make sure you're updating your builds as you go. And you can see clearly here, the Tutankhamun stay full HP. It's whichever one can carry harder. Mine got to ult at the end, so I hit him 5 times in a row with mine, and of course it's going to be a win, right? But let's dive into some more of the numbers and just kind of see where the damage is coming from, because that's an important aspect of the fights. Let's just find a quick little win here. Tutankhamun is hard carrying the fight. Most of it comes from the Blade Vortex tier, and a lot of it comes from his ultimate, and then a bit of it comes from normal attacks. And let's look at some other. He has a Tutankhamun low-key, and you can see it's just not the same. When I'm healing and he's not, Fufei naturally counters low-key, and a lot of players like to run low-key, but you're just never going to get the confuse, which just makes your Tutankhamun do so much more than theirs. And you can see here I get the 24 million and he only gets 11. Part of that is this Fighting Master, which is an amazing skill. And again, you can see Blade Vortex at the top. Let's look at one of the losses. Right here at the end, Tutankhamun versus Tutankhamun. Very close. He's using Executioner. Interesting option. I don't love Executioner on him. You can see it actually didn't do very much. It's not a very good skill. I'm surprised he won this. 37 million to 36. I mean, this is the new meta. It's the double support, tank, and a carry. Alex, Mango, Poseidon, Tutankhamun, they can all do it. And I want to just look at his abilities real quick, because he's a very interesting hero that I think people have been discounting. He unleashes 5 waves that do 250 damage each, and when they're afflicted by bleed or tear, and that's why you really want Blade Vortex, because it affects tear on them, you have a 70% chance to recover 2% of your max troops. So this becomes even better when you can get Himiko on the field. She makes someone disappear, which means you have a higher percent chance to get that 2% back, which is a pretty large number of heal. I believe it was at 1300 we were seeing in the replays. And then when the same target is hit, the damage is doubled. So instead of doing 250, do 500, and 500 is a significant amount of damage. So if you can get people in the realm with Himiko, if she comes into rotation, just keep in mind that when you're building your troops, and I'm going to show it one more time so you guys can see the numbers. Here's the skills for the Shadow team with Fufei. Again, this can be a lot of things. These 2 skills can be a lot of things. Thunder, nothing special. It's not very strong. You're just going to get some good chip damage with the dragon. And of course the fire dragon with Sandrock's going to get you a lot of damage. But when we look into the details of the skills, what's available and what's not, this rotation doesn't have many things that matter that much. There was rotation where like Demonic and Spring were gone, and those were tough because then the healing teams weren't as good and you have to completely change the meta. But the meta is in a great spot right now. Only Victorious, Battle, and Full Coverage are unavailable, so nothing really that important. So make sure you guys are picking up those free wins using the Shadow Fufei until someone finds a nice counter to it. This is the new meta. So embrace it and get with the times. But if you guys like these kind of videos with me keeping you up to date and in the know so you can score high in your arena, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.